Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys, and welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. With your host, Kevin and Azam, featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, Idita, CPL, Martha Stewart, Cross and Crude. Sorry, I don't want to spoil your name, Jade.
Please don't.
Cross and Crude Johnson.
Morning. What's going on?
It's a beautiful Wednesday. Is it?
It is Wednesday.
It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, aka Hump Day.
And more importantly,
yes, go ahead, let the people know.
it is the 1st of December.
It is the 1st of December.
Finally.
We are in the final month of 2021, running smoothly into the Christmas season.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is now about that time for you guys to do your shoppings. For y'all to, get some stuff for your friends and your family and your house and all of your dog. Don't forget the dogs.
Yeah, don't forget the dog, yeah.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Aye.
You like when you little Island Tea logo, even though you can't really see the tea? It has a Christmas hat.
Yeah, I realize.
It's in the season.
We are festive.
Yes.
We are festive here on Island Tea, guys.
Indeed.
If you're not in the mood, well, fix it. Hey, you have any experiences that really just define how you look at Christmas now? Like, any real happy moments associated with Christmas?
Boy, no.
This is the thing, I generally ask people this question because I always find it so interesting how everybody looks forward to Christmas. But then if you ask them about like their happy Christmas experiences, they generally draw blank.
Listen, Christmas has been a working day for me for the past couple of years. All I do is go by my grandfather's house, eat and sleep, then go to work. Last year I didn't get to go by his house because I had chatterbox duties. Or did I? Yeah, no.
You didn't take a quick pass?
No, why? Well, yeah, I lie. We went in the morning.
Ah.
Me and some of my chatterbox conglomerates, I took them.
To see Gramps?
Yeah, man. So we had some food. This was when we had Juve, when that was a thing.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow.
And then we went straight to work, making sure the packages were packed, the powders were powdering.
Mm.
Then we went to our friend's house to eat dinner. Then back to work again.
Yeah. I have very like Christmas. Okay, this is what happens. Like Christmas, my family does the what do we call it? My family does the family get together, like lunch. We do like the lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's generally church in the morning, and then lunch at our house, and family comes over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we do this thing where but this is my sister's idea. I won't take any credit for this at all.
What's the bus like this?
No. It's definitely it's her idea. She has us doing these what you call it, gift exchanges.
As she should.
So like for our house now, like instead of having to buy like a bunch of different gifts, we are big. There's all big people in the house.
Yeah.
Like you get what you call it there, a little notification in your email, and it starts you into a like gift exchange thing. And so by the middle of November, she sends that out, and we already know who we have to buy gifts for.
She's efficient.
And that works for us.
Love it.
That works for us.
No, it should. I mean, it especially if you have a big family in this economy, you can't afford to buy all them gifts, man.
Yeah. And it takes away the guilt.
Yes, because then you can't say, oh, well, me, I buy for this person, but I buy for that, yeah.
Right. So you could still buy for, like, so for instance, like, it don't really matter if I have my mother's name or not. I'd probably buy something for my mother.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter. Then it's always better if you get your mommy's name, so then you only really got to study about one person.
I mean, and I feel like that's the most important.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So yeah, so that's kind of like how we run it, and then I sometimes do the whole well, I used to do the whole run around and check out all the band sound checks for Juve.
Oh, yeah, that would be your thing.
Yeah, usually I might get a call from somebody saying come and check out this or whatever.
Mhm.
But none of that this year, dude.
Yeah, we're having Bubble Juve. Oh, well,
Yeah, but I don't know if the trucks are gonna be. Like, yeah.
well, at least it's gonna be easier for you because then you're gonna just have to be in one central location listening to all of the sound checks.
Through all accounts, I probably just have to come down the road.
Exactly. Exactly. You heard the minister yesterday, and they where they're looking at. So you know that's a small chat for you. You never got to drive. As a matter of fact, you might not even have to leave your house.
But no, most likely I'm gonna be working.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely.
be working, so I'll be in the area. But
I mean, yeah, no choice if you're working. As in, you're gonna have to be in the area.
yeah, but that is kind of like the main big thing for me. Like this, the Christmas there with family is pretty much the big plus for me during the season.
One of these days, anyway.
And then. But then, like, there's some Christmases that, like, just leave a real bad taste in your mouth.
Oh.
But the thing with it, like I keep saying, like, it don't matter what happened. It's Christmas time. You're gonna have that festive feeling. Like, I always feel it for people who experience loss during the Christmas season.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I feel like that does be real heavy.
Yes.
You know, to be dealing with the like, you know, remembering the loved one and that thing during the time when it's all about being with loved ones.
Right?
Like, yeah,
It's a rough season.
it's a rough season. So for anybody who would have lost somebody during this time, like, you know, light and love, man.
Indeed.
And healing energy.
Indeed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, somebody said Caribbean Christmas are all about cleaning, so I'm emotionally scarred.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, me too.
Everybody. I feel like if you've grown up in a Caribbean household, you've experienced this every year, where your parents decide that on the Christmas Eve they want to take down all the curtains.
Christmas morning sometime.
Yeah, like, bro,
Sometimes
they're waking
Christmas
you up
morning.
out your bed to go help, and I'm like, why are we doing this?
Look, it's only been the last few years when we have managed to. Is me or the music or the sound ain't coming through? Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, okay.
No, you come man. That's all the man know about what we're talking
No,
about.
I know it was there before. I just wasn't seeing it just now.
We there, man. We're good.
So, like, it's only the last few years that I've managed to kind of escape the curtain the curtain hanging exercise in my house.
Your mom that iron her curtains? Yeah, she look like she does iron them.
She not iron now.
Oh, she look like she would iron her curtains.
She not iron now. No, but the thing with my house in particular is that my dad, when he was building, he wanted to be able to see outside of the house from anywhere in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what that means?
A lot of window.
window.
Oh my god.
Ain't like to say it's like one in the living room, and you know you got one maybe in the kitchen. No, like that's what I'm saying. Like to hang curtains in my house is a exercise. Like.
Bruh.
Like, you want me to tell you something? I remember one year because me and my brother had to be moving about and so. My mother even employed a plumber to come hang up curtains. Like, he come fix something on the toilet or something, and she was like, "Oh, before you go, so go up on these ladder here."
Boy, before you go, boy.
Before you go.
When they hit you with that before you go, you're done. There's some coming, you know.
Boy, you probably just, actually, my mother used to hit me with that before you go.
You
I just
don't
take out my clothes and done your car. Ain't going away again. That's it.
At this point, you don't know how list that you was coming.
But you're trying to, actually, you'd sneak out the house trying to avoid. They think you're trying to sneak out without giving them any cause to like ask you where you're going. No, I just trying to avoid it before you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
That before you go, that's hot.
What?
I ain't gonna lie.
No, you didn't even understand what's going on. Before you got just wash up them dishes there quick for me now.
And it never does be quick, you know?
No, but Jade, when you go in the kitchen go see what's going on now, it's like nobody washed for 3 weeks.
You wanna know where all these dishes come from?
Before you go, take up them clothes they have the line. Now, it's just a couple towels.
And then next thing you know, you feel like you're taking up clothes for the whole household.
Whole
Everybody
household.
wash
It's
on the
wait,
same day.
we wash for the neighborhood today?
Bye. Parents and chores, bye.
Bye,
Parents and
before,
chores.
bye,
I cannot wait to put Jade into this.
Bye, before you go, bye. Jaden, before you go.
Mm-hmm. Have to.
Oh, boy.
But yes, guys, it is December. We are in the Christmas season. Oh my God. As in, when did we get here? My God. When did we get here?
Today. No, okay, like from like my mom does do the whole like, even though we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving gone, you probably your Christmas tree yet. Like, no mommy,
Like November done. I know some Christmas trees done up and lit, you know?
look, last night I'm gonna lay him out on the radio.
Oh God.
So last night we had band practice. And then I realized like after band practice, but my daughter still up. They say, man, we're going on here, like, this look weird, boy. Like, normally she in she bed and thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this so what's going on with your daughter? Like, she ain't plan to go sleep tonight, no? And I said, bye. We don't promise her the lights going on the tree tonight, yeah, so she ain't going to sleep till the lights come on the tree.
Oh, hello? Do not tell kids you're putting up no Christmas lights, okay? Because they will stay up.
And you want me to give you the joke? I never got into that, yeah.
Oh, Christmas trees and stuff?
I never, like, Jade, you've met me. You know I'm a Grinch.
Yes, you
I've
have.
always been a Grinch.
Indeed.
You're a rotten Mr. Grinch. That's me. I'm a Grinch.
You
Like,
are.
Ever since I smile, I kept asking the question, why we can't just give each other the gifts? Why they gotta go on the tree?
Oh, you're probably so fun at Christmas parties, boy.
But no. When I was younger, I was inquisitive and would ask. Now I just look at my mouth shut and let people have their fun.
You should.
Yeah, I just let people have their fun. But the problem is when the fun starts encroaching on me, meaning is me got to pop the Christmas tree. That is like.
So you don't like decorating Christmas trees?
No, Jade, because then you got to take them down.
Duh. But what you think is ahead?
What?
You know they're going to be up for 2 months.
Watch it, right? I
The
remember
Christmas
what.
tree that's up till February too?
Yeah, but no, my mother don't allow it.
Oh.
Especially like the last couple of years, they've been doing the live tree.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, no, they can die, boy.
yeah, so at that point you got to start like throwing it out, otherwise it's just shedding all over the entire house.
Bye.
But the thing about it, I remember one year we decided, for some strange reason, I didn't know who he was. He gotta be my mother, but I remember my father was in a invested mode. Decided that they're putting up lights on the house. No, you know that really mean.
You putting up lights on the roads.
Right.
I don't know why that is there, though. They're gonna decide, I ain't gonna do this year. But what I really mean to say is, I'm gonna get one of my children
Right.
to do this.
Right. But Jade, I am trying to tell you now.
But then me fall off a ladder, you know.
Me fall off the ladder. I fall over for time, but it wasn't for that.
Oh, okay, well, you know. Yeah,
But
guys.
yes,
You have
thank
life.
God for life. But the thing is, but nobody studying about taking down them lights. Them lights stay up there till about March. Them lights step.
Is that hassle as them?
And
And
then-
have to go rewrap? Go unwrap?
Jade,
Oh my God!
going
you
out
have to
on the
climb
roof.
up.
Going out on the watch it. That's a shoulder workout here.
That's why my Christmas tree gonna be something like upon a desk.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of them little ones that I just have to.
Did you see coming here selling some there today?
Did you see got enough?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see have enough? I
All
need to
kind
go-
of shapes and sizes and
I have
colors.
to go before all of them done
Oh,
because
today's a
people-
big hoop there.
Yeah, man.
Girls, you know big hoops today, yeah. You go ahead. You know what's going on in the life now. Big hoops.
Big hopes. I mean, you know, looking out.
Oh yeah, man, like decorations, but like yeah. So I'm a Grinch, but I mean at this, like certain times you just know when you got to take the L. Like during Christmas time, it's time for me to take the L.
Bye. Because you don't know your mommy coming with something.
Yeah, don't fight it.
We're fighting it for as it's tradition. Eh?
I mean, in her defense, she does kind of help us far like halfway. What she'll do, she'll like string them on the rods and so.
At least.
and then so you just have to like come with the ladder and take and pick. But then the problem is like she's a perfectionist, so then you have to go up and down the ladder, like fixing and pulling on this side of the window, pulling on that side of the window, like to get it.
Yeah, she got to micromanage.
It'll bunch up in the middle.
Yeah, man,
like,
fix it.
you can't see, like just fix it.
How about you come do it? Since you how about you come do it?
My mother ain't going up on a ladder, and I really don't have a death wish.
No. I don't feel like you should say that.
No.
Ever.
No, like watch it. My mother ain't a bangis, yeah. My mother got some faces, right? My mother got some faces that are just like, yes, ma'am.
I mean,
It's either yes, ma'am, or mommy, I'm sorry.
naturally.
It's either yes, ma'am, or mommy, I'm sorry. Like, yeah.
Naturally. But
I've been working on my faces, yeah.
Me too.
My parenting faces. You been working on it too?
Yeah, but they don't work.
They don't.
They work yet. No,
They
ain't too bad.
I think as they get older, I think they start to recognize more what the face is saying. I think sometimes when they're young, they just think it's like, mommy playing again.
Yeah. You know what has worked for me? If I get up and start to walk towards him, he just start to back off like, oh Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. Okay. But then the thing is, he likes to run, so it's hard for me to, unless I don't got him in a corner.
Mm-hmm. I've been trying to find one of them Grim Reaper outfits.
What? For what?
Parenting. Like when you do something bad, I go for the Grim Reaper, like this what they call them, the scythe?
You trying to tell your child that you could kill them? You could take them to the underworld?
I ain't saying nothing, I just put on a nice costume.
Wow.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island Tea. What's up? Oh.
Wow.
We had some callers.
Yeah, Mm-hmm.
Good morning, caller. We're live on Island Tea. What's on your mind?
Hey, morning.
Morning.
Morning. How about when you used to go iron the curtains them?
Oh boy.
And don't talk when you got ornaments too, when you got to clean all the ornaments them.
Boy.
And then you know the space ever have on ornaments from top to bottom.
Yeah, boy.
I can't mash up none of it.
You crazy?
What? He's trouble in the house?
Bye, yeah.
Trouble in the house.
Christmas time, bye.
Bye, yeah.
Bye. I'm happy I'm not that type of parent. I don't have
Not yet.
I'm not about to have 20,000 ornaments on no space ever.
Not
You know what dust them never collect?
Gotcha. My grandmother is like, she was an interior decorator before they knew what interior decorating was. My grandmother got ornaments all over to the point, I don't remember this. So I can't be blamed for the accuracy or inaccuracy of the statements that follow, right? Apparently, whenever we'd go to visit my grandmother, which would be like pretty often, I would like everybody else is allowed in the house except me.
You was the destroyer.
Jade, no. You know, till this day, one of my uncles still call me Super D, for Super Destroyer.
That's the only logical reason.
So I would have to stay on the landing, like on the little ramp outside the door, until she removes her ornaments and places them in a safe area. Then, so she had to asymproof the living room.
Yeah, sound like Jaden. That sounds super familiar.
Bye.
Yeah, listen, you have to know your toddler, you have to know your child, okay? Your child, if you have a child that's super inquisitive, likes to touch everything, likes to run about here, and there, you have to proof the house for them. You have to. So you sound like the child that my son is currently. You have to make sure nothing is in his way. Because if anything, mash up is your fault, eh?
It's really your fault.
Because why would you leave it there?
And you can't blame him, yeah.
No.
He's just being him.
He just being him. He just being adventurous. He just touching to figure out, mommy, what this? Mommy, what this? Mommy, what this?
Yeah, except that his fingers don't work as good as you would.
Exactly, because, the hand-eye coordination in all there. And plus, he ain't care about this ornament.
He don't know the value. He don't know the value. That's the other thing.
Well, he don't fling it.
He has no appreciation. Oh, this ain't doing nothing.
Exactly. They look like his superheroes. They look like his Spider-Man and his Paw Patrol toys. Not Paw Patrol. What they call? Pyjamas. You're going to learn them. Trust me, friend. Don't worry. You're going to learn all of them. You're going to have to learn who Ryder is.
What happened to Bugs Bunny, man?
No. The children ain't on that.
Not to Scooby-Doo and so.
They ain't on that. You're going to have to learn about Baby Bum, Yeah, little
That's a
baby
thing?
bum. Yeah, man. Where you think they're gonna get a nursery rhyme 6 from? You're gonna learn. I tell you, you're gonna learn.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna have to know who how will it be.
I just thinking to
And
teach
Cat
like
Boy.
I thinking to teach like James Brown and Michael Jackson and so.
They didn't that no more. You're too late, Azim. You're too late. Catch up.
Oh my gosh.
Go on Netflix right now and sit down and just start to consume.
No.
They're gonna catch you, you know?
No.
Listen, before I had Jaden, I used to be like, oh, make these parents singing all these songs. And what did they be watching, boy? Sometimes me and Jaden just there watching the thing like, and I'm like, why would they do that?
But you're in it.
Yeah, man.
You're deep
I
in it now. You're deep in it now.
The most confusing one for me is Paw Patrol, only because it's set up where a child is basically in charge of fixing all the problems of the adults with his puppies.
Oh. Paw Patrol.
Yes, Paw Patrol.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Paw Patrol, you know.
No, Paw Patrol.
Oh, okay.
It's quite strange how all these adults...
I've seen it.
Yeah, you see what I mean, innit? All these adults can't function. This one child, never in school, you know, have to come fix all the problems every time. Child labor laws need amending in the city.
Oh, good one, SH.
No way, as him, I don't agree. Never move, nothing. Just speak to the children, do not touch. Shoot. This person ain't on a child. SH don't have no kids. This is how I could tell. SH just said, tell a toddler don't touch. Tell a toddler don't touch what?
Maybe when they hit maybe a 4 or 5.
Yeah, but you can tell a
2-year number, impossible.
A 2 to 3 year old
Impossible.
don't touch.
If the child even understand what it is you're trying to say. Child ignoring that.
They don't understand, but they just fully ignore you. Fully ignore you.
Yeah.
They don't even try to hide it. Like they just watch you, your face. You know how I know Jaden's bad? My son, right, would literally see me leave the room and he would close the door behind me. Then, if he don't...
Proceed to go...
Yeah, if he don't close the door, he would take up whatever I told him not to touch and go in the closet. So I would come in like, idiot, to quiet. Look in the closet, Jaden in there with something that he's supposed to have.
Nearby.
I tell you, these kids just... Boy, there's something else. Mengalai.
The young guy hands full by.
Boy, I buy some pineapples this week, right? And granted, the details good for you, I understand. I left the room, I come back, Jaden in the closet with the pineapple them. But mommy,
not even, not one.
The whole crate. Mommy look what? And he would do it, and then he doing something that he shouldn't do, but he would try to quell it by coming to show me.
By being cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't use the cuteness as a weapon, you know? They use the cuteness as a weapon.
That's why you just got to
Yeah,
stand strong, don't fall.
Yeah, G-code.
Yeah, man. Kind of cute for you, you know?
Yeah.
Don't raise them, you all in trouble. Don't raise them, you are. So you're trying to tell Big Me that none of these kids you raise, when they was toddlers, they used to do things that they shouldn't do. All right. I believe you. Fully well believe you. The toddlers that you raised did nothing wrong because from the time they were 0, you trained them in a way that when they were 3 and 2, they were just sitting down, doing nothing, reading a book.
You know what the funny thing is? I had the same conversation with somebody yesterday, you know, but it was from a different perspective. 'Cause I was the one going like, you're probably gonna have to pay somebody to box your son.
What?
But of course I wasn't talking about toddlers.
Oh, because
So I'm recognizing this trend, right? Where there seems to be a lot of young men. Like, no, I generally have to interact with young men, whether they're coming out, they're working with me, or
what age range are you speaking
we're speaking about, let's say, between 12 and 17, right? I'm interacting with them, and I'm realizing that they have been hampered and they have been coddled and they have not been put in a position where they have to face the consequences of their actions.
Oh, interesting.
So I was talking like, after an interaction. I was by a friend's house, and after interaction with the friend between her and her son, I was concerned about just the way that the interaction went, right? Because he seemed very dismissive of what she was telling him, and then also there was no consequence for the infraction that he did. So I asked her like, oh, because you could punish him, like however you choose, like me judging you, She's like, I just can't take on him, man. Like, he's alright, man. He's a good child, whatever. I was like, yeah, good, yeah, but still, there needs to be consequences for the actions, right?
Especially when you're at an age where you have full understanding and everything.
I think this goes even further for boys, for young boys. I think young boys in particular need structure and discipline, right? And like I said, this is something that I've been recognizing with a lot of my female friends who kind of take on this responsibility of being the main parent, right? So I tell her, I say, look, it's important that fellas recognize that there's consequences for their actions, especially boys. For everybody, but especially boys. I say, let me tell you something. Every young man at some point in his life needs to get a box in the face.
What the?
Needs, Jade, just listen to me.
This where I thought this conversation was
Needs to.
What do you mean, like?
Needs to. Because as a man, right? As a man, you have to recognize.
I never work for your face.
Jade, multiple people, Jade. Multiple people.
Carry on.
All throughout my childhood.
I don't get mine
Big up car time.
I don't get mine too.
Me one call his nickname on the radio because everybody got know who he be. So I'm going to say that person name. But that person give me a box. We was in Antigua. But anyway. We went on a football trip. But anyway.
And it turned into a boxing match.
But I mean even know.
It wasn't a match.
No, SH, listen to what I'm saying. From your peers, me ain't talking about no big man. Me ain't talking about no parent physically assaulting you or nothing like that. No.
Okay.
I mean saying parents should back with you in the face. Okay. But I'm saying it's important though that the child get the box. This is what I'm saying. Listen what. As a man, when you're speaking to another man, right? There must be a mutual understanding that I'm speaking to somebody that if they feel disrespected, has the capacity. No, that doesn't mean they're justified in doing it, but they have the capacity to react to that disrespect in a way that can cause serious, grievous bodily harm to me. Right? And I'm starting to recognize that a lot of young men don't understand this.
No.
A lot of young men don't understand this. And the problem is that those young men, they leave the house and then end up having to deal with the boys that do.
Boy.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Boy.
And so what happens is they leave the household, get into the real world, and they become prey for the predators.
Indeed.
And then also, some of them try to then fake it because they haven't been prepared for this. So they try to fake it. And boy, we could smell a fake. We could smell a fake a mile away.
Indeed.
I don't see how some of these young men just be running around talking to one another. Yeah. I'd be like, yo, watch it, right? Back in my time, man, so them is fighting words now. It matter how cool we be. It's fighting words. We fighting.
Automatically.
We fighting.
You're talking to me like, yeah, you're ready to do this thing. So
We
let's
fight.
just do this thing.
Sometimes you have to recognize. It's the same thing with countries, you know. Remember, they had the Cold War, the big standoff. Yeah, everybody got nukes. You know why? It was a big standoff, mutually assured destruction.
Indeed.
We understood.
I could blow you up and you
could blow me up. And so we better operate.
Because none of us really want this.
Nobody really want it. But you see, there's a lot of children running around right now, never get put in a situation where they had to face the consequences of their disrespect.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I tell her, I say, miss, this is what you do. You go You go down on the ball field where he does play, and you pay a little boy just box him in the face. One of the
Suppose the little boy lose the fight, that get pay.
you don't, then at least you know your son can handle himself.
Okay.
But
Win-win situation either way.
no, but he gotta feel it. He gotta feel it.
No, you're right.
You gotta feel it. Too much of these young boys, and you see, these are the things that does faster into all these weird, crazy wars that are happening like between people. Like this thing about it too, it's not just an understanding. It's not just an understanding that, oh, this person can hit me, or this person can do something to me, or can react in a way that causes me harm. But it's also an understanding that, hey, if I step out of line, sometimes I got to deal with this.
Bye.
And I realize that is what's going on. Like, a man would literally do you some stupidness, and you react in a way. I mean, even talking physical. Sometimes you just shout at him. Yeah, 2 weeks later, you hear this person got to beef and train. It's like, when you watch it, you know, more war than start in saying it's over, somebody thief a bike and all kind of little stupidness. I talking about area against area, you know.
Over a bike.
Some of them got catch the same bus to go home.
Yeah, man, I don't see that. I don't see people come to, I don't see people leave the school in country, you know. All of them just go the same school, come to town to fight, and they have to catch back the same buses to go back home.
Yeah, two of them got catch the same bus to go home.
But you know, cycle sometimes.
Yeah, but
cycle
a lot
sometimes.
of this is because the consequences haven't been laid out, discipline hasn't been laid out, structure hasn't been laid out, and a lot of times I think it's because it's not. A lot of times the mothers especially, they have this thing where they're trying to give their sons the best life possible, right? But sometimes what you're doing is setting them up for hard life.
Yeah, for definite
For hard
failure.
life. I'm telling you, I just see the watch. You could watch I'd be watching these youngsters, you know. I'd be watching these youngsters and I say, bye, you don't wash no dishes home. You don't sweep nothing. You don't even choke the trash. You're a 14-year-old, you and your mother live, and your mother train with the trash every night.
Huh? Bro, you see, I don't know. I think you have to instill these things from young, because right now, I don't even, Jaden is 3, right? And Jaden would be like, Mom, you want help? 3. Jaden would literally see me doing something and ask me if I need him to help me. Because he wants to help. Like, how are you at 14? Just...
No, like, I think what happens is that even a toddler, you'll see that they always want to be involved. They want to wash dishes and stuff.
Yeah, but then you don't. The problem is you stop letting them do these things,
No,
because it has to be like. How do you just stop?
Because this is what happens when they want to help. They might not actually have the ability to really help make it efficient. So you tell them stop.
Oh, not me.
No, so this is what has happened. Because you want to go sleep, you want to take the extra 15 minutes that it would take if you allow him to come and help you wash the dishes. So you just tell him, but just leave me alone. When you get older, when he get older, he ain't coming back.
Yeah, you don't kill the man's spirit.
He ain't coming back.
You don't kill the man cleaning spirit, you know.
Yeah, he
You
ain't
don't
coming
kill
back.
the man helpful spirit. You don't work out. Well, Mommy don't ever want me help her, so I can just not help her. And then that's what they're going to.
Yep. And not only that, Bill, somewhere during puberty, like all of us get into this very self-absorbed, like, energy where I really only care about us, yeah.
What?
Like, we are the most important thing in the universe. Like, a lot of times that's what happens with teenagers. They're going through this phase where, but they're the most important thing
To them?
to them.
Yeah.
But they don't realize they're just to them. So my needs trump the needs of the household. My desires trump orders that come and instruction that come from parents, teachers, and that's why they call it the rebellious phase. But really and truly, what it is a self-absorbed phase.
Yeah. And I feel like we all go through them.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
problem is
saying.
when we don't grow out of them.
Because you don't get in your face.
What?
I tell you, not Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had a very important quote, you know, and everybody does quote it, but people don't really stop and look at it and understand it, you know.
What is that?
One time he said, "By everybody got a plan until they get boxed in the face." You know?
He said that?
Yeah, which is true. Which is true, Jade. And
You like that funny?
no, it's like, watch here. You step into the ring with Mike Tyson, right? You're gone in there, you done train for the last 6 months. You don't understand. Yeah, man, I'm gonna force him to his left. I'm gonna stay away from the jab. You're like, what? When Mike Tyson hit you the first box in your face by
done.
But plan got the window, yeah. Plan got the window.
Very
That's
much
the
in your face to scramble your whole brain, eh?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
So it's like, but the same thing in life. Everybody got a plan, yeah, until life decide to just give you one. Everybody got a plan until life just.
Yeah, bye.
So you gotta be with
life does boxing your face for
so now he has to do with how do you respond.
What you could do? Fight back. Fight back.
Sometimes you just need to cool too.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you just need to cool.
But moral of the story, Asim.
Alright guys, Uncle Royal here. Uncle Royal says, yeah, as much as I'm saying box in the face and I'm being very literal with that, yes. The real moral of the story is to set boundaries, instill discipline and structure, and to ensure that those who we're responsible for recognize that there is consequences for actions.
Indeed. Sound words. Let's jump into some
tea time.
Yes. Okay, let's do this.
Jay, the heavy side before the heavy side and our coming. Just drop it on them. Go ahead. You were saying something, bro.
I just wonder why we're gonna stop doing this. We're not gonna stop sending out these.
I asked that question 6 months ago. People thought I was crazy.
I think after December is the last month I'm reading these reports, eh? So this is the last month you're gonna get COVID reports. Whatever happened after that. unless things get in dire. And we literally have to come back and say, okay, yeah, well then, we're at this amount of cases and these kind of things. But if things are under control still in January, yeah, we're reading these. So, your COVID report as of Tuesday, 30th November 2021, we have 4 new confirmed cases in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 2,786, and we just have 20 active cases.
Yeah, guys.
Just 20.
Yeah, guys. As always, when we read this thing, we always admonish you to remain responsible. And so that means wearing your mask, sanitizing, being mindful of your surroundings, right? And of course, in the event that you do contract the virus, give yourself the possibility of the absolutely best outcome by living a healthy lifestyle.
Indeed.
Right? So that includes exercising, and that includes making healthy decisions when it comes to your diet. What you put in your mouth? Yeah.
Alrighty then. What's happening?
The action is what killing people. People think is all kind of things killing people. The main thing that killing people is this action right there, Jade. This one. This hand going to the mouth. That one is the one that killing most people.
Indeed.
Simple, but effective.
Boy, indeed. But I have some good news.
Yeah, man.
Thankfully. So, it says Amaya Clark progresses to the finals of the Pan American Junior Games in Cali, Colombia. Amaya Clark was first of 2 track and field athletes of Team SKN to taste action at the Pan American Junior Games, Cali, Colombia. She participated in the third of 3 heats, from which the top 2 athletes from each heat and the next best 2 times will qualify for tomorrow's final showdown in the female 100 meters. But when they said tomorrow, they mean today.
Right.
Amaya led her heat from start to finish in a fairly confident demonstration of execution, which suggested that she may have indeed benefited from the exposure she received by virtue of her participation in the Tokyo Olympics earlier this year. I am sure that Amaya will be the first to admit that she will not be ranking anything. That she will not be raking anything for granted as she strived for even closer perfection by tomorrow. She will certainly need her A game to unnerve Cuban and Brazilian athletes who also prove that they could be a force to reckon with. Whilst Amaya seemed not to be unduly pushed to top her heat and put down a 11.56 second. Oh my God, who reads these?
Jade,
Oh, they're stressing me out.
Jade.
Some of 4 seconds off her best time going into the event. It appeared that she is capable of stepping up another gear.
Jade, the
Yes.
big thing is,
She will.
Amaya is in the
finals.
finals of the Pan Am Games 100 meter. So congratulations to Amaya. I think she did us proud in at the Olympics, and she's moving on now and doing well. Like this is, and to me this is kind of like the track season kind of fading, and she seems to be in good form. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing about her performance this afternoon. Hopefully she runs fast.
Hopefully she has to.
Yeah, man, she gonna run fast, man. She gonna run fast. But yeah, definitely big up to her. And this is why I kept saying, like, we need to support our athletes and make it a point to expose more of our athletes to the highest level of competition.
Yeah.
Like, it does something in your development. It does something in your development that you can't replicate it. You can't replicate it on the practice field on the grounds. So when people are talking about no, y'all don't understand. This is all part of the process, and it's important parts of the process.
Indeed.
As a matter of fact, we need more. We need more of our athletes who are afforded the opportunity when it's earned to be able to go out and have these experiences.
Did you see the tennis qualifiers? I think it's currently in a tennis competition.
I heard about it. I haven't been able to see any games or anything like that.
Let me see. Tennis. Think it's. Okay, so the St. Kitts Tennis Association. I saw that we had about. If the internet would load. Well, in the meantime, I didn't pull up an article there. Well, the internet. Okay, here we go. Okay. No, not finding it. But I know there was some tennis news recently. I just cannot find it. But congratulations to them, in whatever way that they are, making us proud. Yes. What else do we have on this little agenda before we jump into some conversation?
Well, the thing about it for me is, I know that all across the world there was a lot of relief dished out by governments for people who had been, suffering financially as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Indeed.
But some people can't get them nothing. They take advantage.
You give them an inch?
You took advantageous.
You give them an inch, they take a whole.
They take Lamborghini. No, yeah. So there was this guy, right? Who's now been accused of using the COVID-19 relief funds on a Lamborghini.
Nice car.
It's a nice car,
Nice
but he has actually been sentenced. He's been found guilty and sentenced of misusing the people and money.
You think when he come back out, his Lamborghini going to still be there, other than seize that?
No, they don't see that.
Okay, go ahead now, friend. Go ahead.
So Houston man has been sentenced to more than 9 years in prison after he was accused of using federal COVID-19 relief funding on a Lamborghini, a Rolex watch, and trips to strip clubs, federal prosecutors said. No, I
was living his best life.
But look, if you're in the middle of a pandemic,
the strip club's supposed to be closed, why don't it?
No, but Jade, I mean, realistically,
What?
you're in the middle of a pandemic. You're given money for COVID-19 relief.
Why
Exactly? The man needed some relief, mental, emotional.
Physical.
The man went to the ballet to watch the ballerinas.
Yes.
And I think that the Rolex watch I can understand the Lamborghini, but really they get a vex because the man went to the strip club.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like the man girl kinda.
Like he ain't had no.
The man fully stressed out at this point,
Fully stressed out.
If you need the relief fund, if you need money from the relief fund, you're fully stressed out.
Yeah.
You want to tell me you can't understand the man going to the strip club?
That's why I don't get that one there. But anyway. Lee Price III, who is 30, was sentenced Monday to 110 months in prison.
How much is that?
9.
Oh.
Price pleaded guilty in September to wire fraud and money laundering. Mr. Price hopes that others will learn from his reckoning that there is no easy money. Price's lawyer Tom Berg said in an email to news outlets, he has the balance of the 110-month sentence to reflect, repent, and rebuild his misspent life.
Huh.
Wow. Prosecutors accuse Price of fraudulently using more than US 1.6 mil in funding from the Paycheck Protection Program, which he gave low interest loans, to small businesses struggling during the pandemic. According to prosecutors, Price also used the money to buy an $85,000 US pickup truck and to pay off a loan on a residential property.
At least he used it for all bad.
No, but you see the PPP checks were supposed to be used for your business.
Listen, you know how much people go in jail because of this?
They can't prosecute everybody. So
they can prosecute everybody, but they're gonna catch
no,
some.
what they're doing is they're looking for the people who got the biggest, who took the biggest money and misappropriated the funds.
Yeah,
I'm making example.
$1 million go talk about Yaga strip club and buy Lamborghinis and stuff. Bro, I saw a story with a lady, right? She did the same thing. I don't remember what she bought, but she had a couple of kids, and then she went on the internet and was like, Lord, help me. I talk about the people that money spent it now are in jail. Bro, so what are we supposed to do? What do you want us to do?
Give her back money so she could pay it back.
Oh? That ain't gonna stop her from going in jail, you know?
No. Some of them, they ask that you repay it.
Well, if you had it to spend in the first place, how you gonna repay it?
That ain't the problem. You got people taking loans to pay off the PPP balance, yeah. Yeah, the real talk. Yeah, people went and people, yeah, that was a big thing in the States, but people was all over them PPP checks.
Yes. Listen.
Yep. Like they had videos online teaching you how to scam out the checks.
Why would you do that? Why are you all playing with the federal government like this? It's the federal government, you know?
Yep. They were showing you how to apply, what you needed to do for your business. They had people.
They tell you how to avoid jail too. No? Oh, well, that part should have been it, because that part would be most important.
Yeah, I think they forgot that part.
Yeah, man. I out here saying, what free money? Let me hit this lick. Then you're going to lick in jail. You go.
Yep. But the funny thing is, like, we had a caller calling yesterday. I mean, even though it was a little outside of what we was talking about, like that caller had called in and was talking about that, which is something like I remember there's this place that I go to and we hang out and we just talk. And there had been a conversation for quite some time, like in the shop, like the fact that like there's so many people on this $500 stimulus program is indicative that of a problem. Like, yeah, it's just the necessity of the program shows that there's an issue.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And people, but at the same time, people would watch it. Government giving out money, people will find a way
to get it. What do you mean?
To get it and scam
all these taxes they're paying. You think they want it back?
But some of them people ain't paying none at all.
Well, listen.
They think it's kind of hard to get away.
Yeah.
Everybody pay that.
Yeah, exactly.
We pay tax on consumption, so it's kind of hard to escape it.
Exactly. So the people that watching it like the government gave away free money. Let me take some of this, cause all this VAT I don't pay. All this, well, so there's, bye. Go ahead. This is the caller, make it quick, please. Good morning. Oh, well, that was quick. See, following instructions, indeed.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island Tea. What's up?
Good morning, cup of tea. Good morning. Yeah, the $500 I believe in going right. Something ain't added up there at all. And we have the same problem here, just to talk about the guy taking money and so on. If you go to a government place, right, to pay your money, don't you think if you get number 2, right, on your receipt. 99 number 2. Man, supposed to get 99 number 3, right? Instead of when you go on holidays, right? Somebody come to pay a bill. When you look, the person who in place cannot find the right receipt book. What really going on? And when it's same as though the person who was there before have their own receipt book. So when the person who there now checking 3 receipt books, the number is not that enough. So the person, I'm not eyeing all, because I know I paid something the other day, right? And I just come to pay again to straighten, my month. And when you look the cannot find, you say, oh, you got to wait till the person come back from holidays. Because they have their own receipt book and they're stealing the government money. That's all they could work out to. Could boil down to us with us. So it is scam thing going all about. What would they go give them, as you were saying, just listening to you say, opportunity and learn. That was nonsense. Because you're going to find a loophole to get some of the money overseas. So they just like to put you in a trap, you in a cup of tea. They don't like open your eyes. But then when if you walk under open eyes, you get in big trouble. And that what happened. You cannot do that.
They're going to catch you. They're going to catch you at some point.
Yeah, I touch that. I would say, I touch that. You're going to put me into prison.
Well, I mean, whoever it's for, just use it for what it's intended to be used for. That save you the headache.
Indeed.
And they had people who were giving real advice in terms of how to use the money based, in a responsible way to maximize the effects.
That is important.
Yeah. So there were people who were doing that, but then this man decided, bye.
He want a Lambo. The man gonna make it storm in the strip club.
Well,
that rainy storm.
I mean, again, I'm not actually upset.
The strippers wasn't upset neither.
I like to call them ballerinas.
Ballerinas.
Yeah, the ballerinas at the ballet. They weren't. I think strippers have sometimes for some people have a negative connotation.
I don't know why. Well, I know why, but we need to cut it out. We should. You don't feel like we should cut it out?
I think we should cut out the things that cause the negative stigma.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Human trafficking, abuse, them kind of things, and so
I don't do too much when it comes to them sides, but
Yeah, but we got the ballerinas them one time.
Yep.
Yeah, all out here saving lives, eh?
Every Sunday, Saturday. What?
I would know, Jade, but obviously.
Yeah, man.
When was the last time you went?
Last week, Sunday.
Same thing I say.
Not Sunday gone.
You went
Sunday
before? Right. Well,
there is a cage at that establishment as him.
Jade, let me tell you something, right? if that is how you worship on the weekend, by all means.
Yes, indeed. I went to watch a performance in a cage.
Cage match? I still like cage matches.
No, it wasn't a match. It was one person.
Oh, it was one person.
Yeah, singular.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't really argue that. Again, if that is how you worship, more power to you.
Indeed. But guys, it is time for us to jump into some conversation with our friends from Lake Health and Wellness. So we will take a quick break and be right back with more Island Tea. Stay tuned.
style it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your rooms, style it. Your home, improve it with huge savings at the Hoxford's Building and Nevis Center's Paint It, Style It, Improve It sales event. Come to Hoxford's Building and Nevis Center now and get savings of 25% off all paints, plus deals and discounts store-wide on home improvement items.
Paint it with 25% off all paints. Style it and improve it with other deals and discounts store-wide.
It's your home, so paint it, style it, and improve it at the Hoxford's Building and Nevis Center. Paint it, style it, improve it sales event. 25% off all paints and more. Come now, save big, and simply paint it, style it, and improve it. Event starts now and ends December 31st, 2021. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
I want it all.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Hold on, stop. Think about the drink before you take a drop. Read up on the label on the back. They say science sugar low and fat, but don't be fooled by that. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody, hey.
Hey guys, welcome back to WINNMedia SKN, and it's time for Health and Herbal Tea with our friends from
Lake Health
yeah.
and Well-Being.
Yes, it's a wellness person I was listening
I
to.
know.
I was listening to. But yeah guys, we have in the studio with us Iceline. Iceline, how you doing?
I'm well, thanks. I'm well. Happy 1st of December. It's the 1st of the month, y'all. Can you believe it?
Easy,
December
just
already.
easy, so you know.
Easy, sir.
Listen, so I started coming on here with Health and Herbal Tea like 9 months ago now. So, finally at December. This is actually supposed to be our last Health and Herbal Tea related to the campaign. Can you believe it? I know. But who knows? We're hoping to continue the collaboration and partnership with WINNFM. But I want to thank you guys. Thank you very much, Jade.
Sure.
Of course, really appreciate you being supportive of the campaign and giving us some airtime to make sure we can get the public media messaging out there. Really appreciate that. So, for today, I don't really have so much to share, but I just kind of want to do a small recap of what we've been doing with the campaign, where we're at now, and what the future plans are. And of course, send out some huge shout outs and thank yous to everybody, especially as we come to the end of the year and we're kind of going into the holiday season.
Oh, okay. Updates. We're getting updates, Jade.
Yes. Of course, good morning. I didn't say good morning to my radio listeners. Thank you guys very much for you guys are tuning into Island Tea, and I just happen to be here.
You're proud to be.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's your theme.
So when I say good morning to everybody listening, if you're viewing, thank you guys for tuning in and for also participating. My name is Iceline Phillip. Of course, I'm the advocacy officer with Lake Health and Well-Being. By now, you should know who we are. We're a public health NGO in St. Kitts and Nevis, and we are currently executing the You're Sweet Enough campaign. I'm hoping by now that everybody knows You're Sweet Enough, or at least you've heard it, or subconsciously you know about it. Maybe you might not be immediate, but in your subconscious, you just hear, drink some water, share some love. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So just in terms of like, so he said updates. So we can start with some updates. I think if you guys remember last time I was here, we were trying to encourage people. We launched our dance competition. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
So the school dance competition, when I say thank you to all the schools that participated, we actually got quite a few submissions, mostly from primary schools. So I want to thank all of the schools and all the students, all the teachers, the principals who worked with the students to submit, also all the parents who, you know, really encouraged their children and took the time to video their children dancing to the Ya Sweet Enough jingle, which is sang right du jour. So we actually plan to, there was a public vote. So public vote closed on the 29th, which was on Monday. So we are in the process. So we will be announcing the winners in a small little closed virtual like announcement on the weekend. So that's just going to be a quick thing with all the people who participated. But then we will, after that, we will publicize the results, and then we plan to have an actual prize giving ceremony, formal official thing in the new year when school resumes. So, you know, really big prizes to be won. So we have laptops, tablets, projectors, and some, you know, other prizes, smaller prizes to give to the schools and also to the individuals who got the most votes. So really want to thank everybody for participating.
Sounds good. I wish I could have danced by.
Yeah, when Tina.
No, I can't.
I mean, I was looking
out.
out.
Any situation.
I was looking out for videos from WINNMedia y'all could submit, you know, but it's okay. It's okay.
They ain't got no excuse.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Jen, you started preschool. Is preschool here now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we ain't getting to the preschools, but you know, maybe there's something we can.
That's why. Jen would have been easy.
I believe that.
You gotta move.
And you know, he's cute. He's very cute.
What?
So,
That's true.
So I want to thank everybody. So we'll be look out for the announcements of the winners for our school dance competition. And, you know, that was, you know, I think last time we had Michelle from the Ministry of Education, who is the coordinator for the health and wellness curriculum. So just in terms of the work that we're doing with the campaign, you know, finding partnerships and collaboration to, you know, capture a more, to shift the culture in terms of doing this education. That's one of Ministry of Education is a partnership that we've been able to establish throughout this campaign, and we hope to continue as time goes on. So big shout out, and I just want to say thank you to our sponsors for the school dance competition. So our major sponsor, we had Ross University, who really sponsored prizes. We also had the Taiwan ICDF, Pure Water, which is a local water company, is also on board sponsoring. Also, of course, the Ministry of Education is a very central partner, and of always the Ministry of Health. So thank you very much to our sponsors and our partners for the school dance competition. Big them up one time. Y'all ain't got like a drum roll sound or something. Woo! Yes. Thank y'all very much for indulging me.
You're most welcome.
So second thing in terms of updates, y'all, I think last week you had, was it Devon on talking about the Youth Parliament sitting?
Yes.
Yes. So for that sitting, so Youth Parliament on Monday, so they debated a resolution to adopt a national sugar sweetened beverage policy.
Yes.
So we've got a lot of good feedback with that. So did you guys watch anything? Did you hear any parts of the debate?
I watched some of the debate. I didn't get that part of the debate.
Didn't get that part? Okay, no problem.
But I know when he mentioned it, we were very excited about it.
You were? Oh, see? I was very excited about it too. So big shout outs to Sniper, everybody, the debaters, the organizing committee that we worked with. Also did quite a little bit of research training with them. I'm really impressed with how the youth parliamentarians handled the topic and the issues and how they debated. Also the other youth who were not in Sniper who participated as part of Youth Month. Big shout outs and many congratulations to everybody who was involved in that. No, just in the way that we were able to get youth involved in the advocacy around sugar sweetened beverages. This is really important for us in terms of this campaign and being able to identify our success metrics, because we continue the work with actually trying to get, we won't call it real, but actually trying to get our actual policymakers to consider some of these very same provisions that was laid out in the resolution to actually implement a policy in real life. So I want to thank Sniper again for joining in the advocacy around that. And I'm inviting the public also, to share your views, share your thoughts. If anybody was able to listen in to the debates, if they liked it, what were their thoughts on some of the issues raised, because the opposition also raised some very good points in relation to implementing some of the provisions that were laid out in the potential policy. So, really open to hearing what people might have to say, what their views are. Particularly as we try to shift and do a more policy focus in relation to the campaign and what our plans are in the future.
Right.
So that's updates. I'm tired. Okay.
That just means that you guys have a lot going on.
That's true.
And
Listen.
there's a lot of good things happening.
There is. I mean, and one of the things, even this is our last Health and Herbal Tea, but, the focus for these past 8 months was really the public education and mass media communication of it. Mm-hmm. So we're really glad with how that has gone. Always encouraging people to check us out online on Facebook, on social media, so you can get some of that content, because we also host a different virtual drinking series where we have interviews with different people. The last one, Sweet Talk, was with the NCD coordinator, where she also spoke about specifically sugar beverage taxation, which, yes. So that's an actual policy that is being considered and which has been adopted in other islands. So
I'm a big supporter of that one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Mm-hmm. Because, we're looking for that kind of feedback.
Yeah.
So we're looking for that kind of feedback. So really interested in hearing what people's views are on these things. And that's kind of the idea of where the campaign is going to move to next, just in terms of policy focus. We're hoping to do host a few more events. So in the new year, so this is for the new year, looking to host some policy focused events like roundtables, do some capacity building with civil society organizations working in public health, as well as, doing some kind of sessions with lawyers so that we get an understanding of what the legal frameworks might look like in relation to public health policy implementation.
All right.
So that's kind of what we plan to do.
So much on the...
There is so much on the go. So, I mean, I'm interested in finding out what people's views or thoughts are, particularly in relation to some of the things that were debated in New Parliament. So, I don't know if anybody is listening, if they want to comment, if they want to call in, but like how other people feel about taxation. So, I know nobody likes to hear about tax, especially since right now, when, everybody feeling it in terms of coming out of COVID. But, the economy is slowly reviving, but how people might feel about some kind of consumer tax, which would be a tax on sugary beverages, and that would be as a way to reduce consumption of these beverages and get people to change behavior. Also, in relation to banning the sale of these items in schools and on school premises. So that was a point. How do people feel about that? Maybe, that's more of an institutional kind of thing where we
Stop it. That's my view. Stop it. Why?
I mean, but the truth is, like, one of the opposition on the opposition benches from Youth Parliament actually raised a good point, just in terms of, maybe not necessarily being opposed to banning the sale of these items in schools. However, we do need to consider our approach in terms of, we don't want to put small vendors and micro businesses out of business.
No, they don't go to business. They just sell healthy options.
Okay, so
They don't sell.
Right. Exactly. And I mean, that is the counter argument. But of course, there are things the government can do to make sure that these stakeholders are involved and to also ensure that you provide them with support. Because, this is, this might be the granny who just kind of come with your tray and selling whatever items. So, being able to provide whatever support so that we can shift to healthier things or, teach people or train people how to, produce beverages that are like less sweetened and focus on so.
Well, I keep saying though that it has to be two-tiered, the approach. It's one thing to go either tax or ban or limit the sale of sugary beverages and drinks or even just sweets and stuff like that. But also perhaps what's needed is protections for the healthier options in terms of probably price ceilings, or even subsidizing producers of the healthier options, so that you could on one hand increase the price of the unhealthy options to try and shift person's decision, but you could also help to make that decision easier by lessening the price on the healthy options. So.
And absolutely, I mean that's a very good point. I think people always say just in terms of accessibility and affordability for healthier options is a factor and is a concern, which is true. And so that's one of the things that would be that is certainly worth considering, just in terms of how we can make the healthier options more, how we can incentivize producers to sell these, and also to be able to make them more affordable and accessible for everyone. So those are things that are being considered. I mean, one of the things is to, in terms of revenue collected from the tax, to be able to be used to either subsidize some of these things or to be able to create programs that help to support food and nutrition, healthier food and nutrition culture.
So don't just shut them in a consolidated fund.
Listen, listen, and that's usually that's typically the challenge.
Consolidated fund, everything just showing here, but I can't find it again. That they like the abyss here. The consolidated fund is the financial version of the abyss.
Listen, and so it's hard to really track what it is people doing with the money that come in. And so, I mean, that is certainly one of the challenges that partners in other islands have seen who have actually implemented the tax in other jurisdictions. Is like they implement the tax, but because taxation is a fiscal policy, it's not within the purview of the Ministry of Health.
Right.
And so it would be for the Ministry of Finance to decide what they're gonna do with that tax revenue.
Disbursements and how that goes, right?
Right. So I mean, and it's typically, it's hard to trace, as you say, the abyss. So that is a challenge, particularly for advocates working in this space, especially for where we know in jurisdictions they've implemented a tax. So that's certainly a consideration.
Well, that's why we learn from what's happening around, and we could put things in place to,
hold people accountable
and get the outcomes that we're looking for.
Absolutely, because even for things, like even just putting money into improving our public water drinking infrastructure. That would be so great. I remember the days of like going to the water pipe. The water just good, but not today. Not today. So I mean things like that. So we will see. This is something, as I said, we'll continue to work on in the upcoming year. So we are working to extend the work of the campaign into the new year. That is a plan. Like I said, we already have in mind to do some policy focused events, but just in terms of I feel like, people that see me, I'll be like, oh, I see you all over. I'm like, yeah.
You're famous. You're a celebrity.
That's not what I want, though. I don't want that life. I'm not about that life.
Too late.
But the idea is to probably see less of me. But of course, I'm still available to do public education, education events. So on a smaller scale. So we've had actually gone out into different community spaces where I've been invited to churches or different health clinics, or different groups or associations. So just putting a plug out there for anybody, if you might be interested in me coming in to do a presentation or a little education information session. Usually it's the multimedia. So if you want me to come in and, talk to youth about health and nutrition in relation to sugary drinks, I'm open to do that. You can contact us via our website or social media pages if you would like for me to come in and post a presentation if you have some kind of event related to health. So available to be doing that. The education continues, but just on a less mass media public scale, more grassroots, trying to get into communities. So there's that. That's an option for persons who might be interested. But of course, like I said, we'll also be trying to shift to see how we can consult, do some stakeholder consultations, hopefully in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, as we continue to work on getting actual policy adopted and signed off by Cabinet in the upcoming year.
A real multi-pronged approach. I like it.
Yes, I'm like multi-dimensional in that way. So thank you again. Want to thank everybody who's been on board. So just an update. So another one. So I know I come on here before and I've talked about the research that we also do. So in, separate to the campaign, but kind of related. So as Lake Health and Wellbeing, what we do, we also do carry out quite a bit of research. And so I know before we came on and did a plea for persons to participate in a COVID-19 research project. So the data collection phase for that has completed, and we were trying to connect with persons living with NCDs. So we were able to get our interviews done. So I want to thank those who participated in that research project. Thank you very much, because we were having a challenge initially. So I want to thank people who decided to, who in the end agreed to come and interview with us. So we appreciate that. The data that we've collected is very rich and very interesting. So currently in the process of analyzing that and putting that all together and generating a report. So Abby's taking the lead on that. Shout out to Abby, who is the director at Lake Health and Wellbeing. So thank you to everybody who participated in that. We appreciate your participation, and the plan for that is once we've compiled that information, we'll be looking to publish the report. Obviously, that's just kind of data that's going to be available, and it will also have some recommendations in terms of how we might be able to respond better to supporting persons living with NCDs in the event of some kind of other health crisis.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're doing with that. So thank you again to the public for supporting that research project. In terms of upcoming, we do have, so I don't know if everybody remembers, initially at the start, so this would have been like 8 months ago, we had done like a public poll just to get a sense of, what people thought about sugary drinks and stuff like that. That was the starting point for our campaign. Now we're at the end. We are also going to issue another public poll survey to get a sense of whether the messages resonated with people, if there's any change or anything like that. So we're just waiting to get our ethics approval for that, but that will be released hopefully within this month, in the next week or two, hopefully. And so we're going to be making a plea for persons to please participate in the survey. It's going to be administered online. We'll also have some volunteers go into the community and do some paper ones. But when you see that, please, when you see that pop up on your Facebook or on your, Instagram, or if you see it in anywhere, please just kind of do it quickly. It's just a quick survey, and that is how we will be able to assess and evaluate the success of the campaign and the campaign messages. So it's really, really important for us to collect that data to find out how we can improve or do better. So please do that when you see it released, that survey, to be able to let us know how, if there's any shift or change, what the impact of our campaign has been. So look out for that, our post-campaign survey. Are there any questions? Anybody, anywhere?
But no, I mean,
No?
I think that there's just so much happening, and like you keep saying, thanks to people who have participated in some of these things so far, and again, I also want to encourage people, when the information is important, so take the few minutes, participate in the survey, be honest. I'm sure it's anonymous.
It is.
So, we need this information to help us with our decision making moving forward.
We do, absolutely. And I'm very interested to hear, if there are things that persons think we could be doing or should be doing, any ideas for projects. Certainly I've had people stop me on the street and say, think about doing something around the school meals programs and things around agriculture. And so those are certainly things that I've taken notes of, and certainly working to see how we can connect in those spaces and what can be done. Even if it's just kind of to improve what's already existing or to just kind of give somebody a nudge. So we're very open to seeing how we can, what ideas persons might have, particularly if you're sitting in a certain space, in a certain context, then you might have more insight into something than we might at the time.
For sure.
For sure. So I as I'm always on here, I'm talking with a lot of ideas. Do you have any suggestions or ideas yourself?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I think we have mentioned the school meals thing for quite some time, and I know that's something that has been implemented in certain countries where they make a real effort to provide children in schools who are part of the school meal program with healthy meals. I think, and a well-balanced meal. I think also that's a real education opportunity, because when kids eat a certain way, they become accustomed to it. They take that even outside of school, and I think that creates a long-term habit eating habits. So, I mean, that's something that we might be able to look at, especially given the fact that I do think there's a lot of children and teachers who do partake in the school meal program here. So.
Yeah. For sure. And I mean, it's certainly a valuable initiative.
And the school meals here actually kind of decent. They're like, yeah, they're not kind of decent, like they're decent.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
It's good food.
It is, right? So like there is, they really do try to provide food that provides. I mean, I remember taking school meals myself. So
yeah,
like
of
they
course.
had rice there, they had soup there.
Yeah.
So it's substantial food.
Yeah.
So and it's good, but there obviously definitely, as I said, there are ways that we could see how we can make it more nutritious. In relation to the drink though, the can be better in terms of the drink because I remember
the sugar punch.
The
sugar punch. You got to take your cup and go by the pot. You got to take your cup and go by the pot.
If at the very least we can be like, okay, like how can we reformulate this juice? So that's certainly something that we've gotten comments on.
Bye.
But it's
they could stretch into about 5 cooler. They could stretch into about 5 cooler.
When you see the drink so red, you know
the
it's
redness
gonna be
of the drink.
A real wash.
Real
wash.
That's a good way of putting it.
So really want to thank everybody. I don't have much else today, so just big shout out and thank yous, especially to the public and the listeners. I hope you guys haven't gotten tired of my voice and my messaging, but of course encouraging people to definitely, the little education I did being on here. I hope people have been reading more labels. I have actually been a little bit more conscious about wondering how much sugar is in the beverages that they consume, because that's the way they get us.
Yes.
So and also reminding people how much sugar they should be consuming: less than 50 grams, which is less than 12 teaspoons per day for adults, and less than 6 teaspoons, is less than 25 grams for children.
So I'm putting that there in our children tea. Stop it.
Right? So we need to, again, the education is intended to hopefully raise awareness, raise consciousness, that eventually that kind of seeps into our choices so that we change our behavior and make healthier choices. So, even if you decide you can't drink water, but you want to drink something, maybe you drink a local drink. And instead of, sweetening this orange with like too much sugar. Try a little less lemonade. I'll have some coconut water.
And hey guys, sometimes you just have to be purposeful in it. It gradual.
It's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's saying go from 2 big spoon in your in your mug to none at all.
You could do gradual reduction.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing is, it's our taste buds, and our taste buds are one of the easiest things. We just have to. It adjusts. Our taste buds adjust.
Indeed.
And they adapt. So we just have to be intentional about our approach to shifting our desire for the sugar and the sweetness. So there's that. So thank you very much to the public. Thank you again to Win FM, Jade. I call her all the time. Thank you very much, Azim, for engaging me when I come on here. So really appreciate it. So reminding everybody, if you are interested in reaching out and contacting us, you can check out our website. That's lakehealthandwellbeing.com, or find us on Facebook. Send us a direct message, or on Instagram as well. You can also encouraging everybody to check out our campaign website, youaresweetenough.com. And that's where you can go to check out the videos of all the students who submitted for the dance. They're actually fun to watch. Okay. All the young little people, all the children who participate in the dance, also adults. We also had some submissions from some adults. So thank you all very much. Again, big up the children who participated and the parents who encouraged them. I really hope the messaging for the jingle resonates and that it sticks with people, because, it's all about encouraging people to drink more water and show your body some love. Okay, so that's it for me. Thanks.
All right, guys. Iselin, thank you so much. It's been amazing talking to you for these past 8 months. And, thanks for all the information and all the work that you guys at Lake Health and Wellbeing are doing.
Sure, for no problem. Hopefully we'll pop back in the new year, depending on what we have going on. So hope we're still welcome to come,
Yeah, definitely welcome. Just hit us up. You're always welcome. Remember your fave now,
Abraham. It's so nice. It's always nice to feel wanted. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate having the airtime. Appreciate it.
Alright, guys, we're going to take a break and be right back with more Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN. Stay tuned, stay locked.
Hold on, stop. Think about the drink before you take a drop. Read up on the label on the back. They say sign sugar, low and fat. But don't be fooled by that. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody, hey.
When you shop at any of our Ram supermarkets and cash and carry locations in St. Kitts and Nevis. Enter to win an Apple Lions. Win yourself an iPhone 13, Apple iPad, Samsung 50-inch Smart TV, or a Whirlpool washing machine. Celebrate Christmas with Rams, where you're guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better value for you and your family. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people.
Terms and conditions apply. See in stores for details.
Shop at Rams, the good food people. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Rams. Have a holly jolly Christmas this December when you shop at any of our Ram supermarkets and cash and carry locations in St. Kitts and Nevis. Enter to win an Apple Lions. Win yourself an iPhone 13, Apple iPad, Samsung 50-inch Smart TV, or a Whirlpool washing machine. Celebrate Christmas with Rams, where you're guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better value for you and your family. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people.
Terms and conditions apply. See in stores for details.
Good morning and welcome back to Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN with your faves coming on as I'm featuring Jade, Gwen, Idita, CPL, Martha Stewart, Cross and Crew Johnson. And in the studio, Jade, we have
Yes.
watch it, this man, right?
Soca King.
This man been in this thing for quite some time. He's been on the show before, so friend of the show for sure. And the season would not be official had he not come and join us this morning and drop and just to talk about what he has going on. Guys, in the studio we have the man himself, Ketty Dan. Ketty, morning, man.
Yes, morning, Azim and Jade. Yes, a pleasure, you know. Always a pleasure.
Watch here, I could then tell you there's people that when it come to carnival time and carnival music, they're looking out for Ketty Dan production.
Yeah, respect to that, you know.
Yeah, and not only that, but they also looking out to see who he waiting for. A lot of people don't recognize a lot of them. A lot of the tracks out of the artists around got the Ketty Dan underneath written by him.
Yeah. I like to be in the dark, you know. Only Jeezy like put me out there.
But Jeezy don't play. Jeezy lady, you know, by your Ketty is the man.
Yeah.
But it really speaks to the level of talent and the respect they have in the industry for sure. That year after year, people looking out for your music, but not only that, the people in the industry, the performers, come and seek you out to be a part of what it is they're trying to create. So man, really big up to you and everything that you've been doing and be able to build over the years.
Definitely, high respect, King.
But guess what? It's a new year, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's a new year, so you know what I mean. New music.
I mean, we start.
But it's a new season. A new carnival season.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I thought you just want like skip December, let me get to the. I don't.
But we can't skip December. You just start. Hey, and I told you that I know people waiting for December, brother.
Bye.
This morning, people here and they're like, about, hey, Azim and Jade, welcome to December.
I know.
Nobody asking. You know, December people, you can't do them nothing, so we can't skip it at all.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, we're in a new carnival season, and as per usual, you have your contributions, and no, like I said, people have been waiting. You have released some of your tracks, or at least the tracks for this season already, and so you're here on Island Tea for us to just have a talk about it, because anything lets be uncivilized.
All right.
So what is it that I know it's more than one song?
Yes, definitely. As we told the previous interviewers that, you know, Ketty Dan accustomed, you know, to come with multiple amount of songs.
Right.
So this year, you know, during the because of the pandemic and what's not and stuff, and so we were a little late, right, due to certain stuff and, you know, beyond our measures. But we here and we told ourselves, you know, we can't come here, come release one tune. So that's where the 4 songs. In fact, we had an album to drop. We had an album to drop this year. But we're going to hold back on it. We're just watching what's going on still. You know what I mean? And then drop out the tracks in the year according, you know.
All right. So basically what you're saying is that you got rounds in the chamber still.
Of course, rounds. Oh, hey, I like it, yo. You know what's going on.
Chamber. Right. But you just got to be strategic with how you play.
Yes, definitely.
You fire the shots. I got you, brother.
Yeah.
I got you. But, hey, I ain't going to tell you, 4 songs from Ketty Dan for the carnival, I can sleep well. I can rest well.
Been made.
Yes, I can rest well. Yeah. So, I mean, tell us a bit about just like what was the approach and what was the mindset behind, you know, just putting these songs together.
Okay. Well, first off, let me just. He's not here right now. He's at work, but I want to big up the producer. That's the keyboardist for Ketty Dan and the band, the youngster. You see playing.
Yeah. Oh, so he doing like big production and thing now.
Well, he been doing work, you know, before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember you hear Collision sang Bubble It, girl.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, and something else again he told me. But he's a man behind the scenes, and so I went to him and, you know, we ventured into the farming the group, and yeah, so last year on the virtual show you would have seen his first appearance, Taste of Juve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so from then yo, the youth just been pushing works, and you know, he really like what he does, you know. So he kind of push me now. Like,
you gotta step up your game now.
yeah, because as a man now will come, you know, with 2-3 tune for the season, you know. But he just kept hitting me.
You got with him. You got with him.
With him for days. That's his name, Matic, automatic, you know,
Yeah.
when it come to the computer.
Yeah.
He just music. So, you know, with the waiting skills, I'm like, hi, this is probably happening for a reason, you know.
Right. Hey, iron sharpen iron, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And when I saw the magic, I must call it magic, that come together, like two of us, you know, basically surprised, like, okay, yeah, well, this means something, and then bam, hit me another one. And bam, hit me another one. I said, bye. Anyway, I never back down for a challenge, so for my challenge, so when it comes to the music, so.
So basically, all year, pretty much, things been in the works.
Definitely, all I tell you is we have 4 songs to drop, but we have like 5 other songs that we still didn't push out. He already sent me the music, completed music.
But for sure.
So I want to big him up one time, you know.
Yeah, for sure, Matic. And before we even play anything else, why you don't let people know, also who else is a part of the group? Because one of the things I realized already for the interview, and I really like it, so I can mention it, is everything you're talking about and everything you're saying, you say we.
You're not I.
Yes, definitely.
Even though you're the face and you're the one that people know, like every time you've said the only pronoun you've used since you've been in here is we.
Respect.
So let everybody know who else in the we.
Yeah, well, the we is consisted of a team. I have a band, musicians. We have Matic. We got Johnny. We got Shaq. Yeah, man. I think maybe even if he don't come back, but yeah, once he here, we're gonna be machine works. You know, big up Eric. Big up Shaq. Yeah, big up Soldier, Swagger, Scratchy. Yeah, Desi Brown. You know.
Yeah, man.
Like, is that he come back, you know?
Yeah.
He come back,
but it take a team to really make the thing happen. How we supposed to happen?
Definitely, he got more, you know. But I'm gonna big them when they hear, you know.
Right.
I remember them, so I'm gonna big them up after.
Well, speaking of big up, you know, Gongis wants to tell you that let me see what he said exactly. He said to big up Ketty for me, please, and to tell you to keep going, keep pushing.
Definitely. Big up Zoan time. That's Zo, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Big up Zoan time. Original man they're from day one, you know?
Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
For sure, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man.
But Ketty, watch it. We're talking about music, but I want to hear something else.
I'm telling you.
I want to hear
people
something.
can't wait by.
Where we going first?
So where we going first?
We're going to go from slow up. The first one out. This is a track I did just before the pandemic hit. Not a track, but the rhythm. You would have been familiar with it. The Windmill. That was the first, you know, rhythm kind of thing that we our first thing. So we decided to do a song. We've been, you know, told do a song. But as I told you, the pandemic. So let
the chucky, let me see you settle up. Spin it round, make the wind, pick it up. Body farm, she don't mind, little what? So, chill, direction. Give me that, give me what? Give me God, give me God, give me no.
The song almost make me get up in here, man.
Jade.
Can't do that on live. Can't behave so on live as him.
Jade. I must commend you because I was really waiting for you to just end up on your head.
No, I held my composure.
I must commend you.
I held my composure. I remembered where I was.
Right.
Yes. But that song is vibes.
Watch it. I don't see Ketty with this song here when people just dizzy and falling in the road. You know, cause it's all around and around and around and around. And I just watching. I can get dizzy.
Take all iron. Take all vitamins.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But Windmill, like, it's obvious. This is a song that is about putting people in a certain mood. You see this action song, and I think that's something that have been like a part of your writing for some time.
Yes.
Getting people involved and to move and to right.
Definitely, that has always been the key, and also, it's the style of the slow pep. You really, I don't think I've heard any slow pep for this season as yet.
Right.
I don't think I've heard any slow pep.
You hear some groovy kind of thing.
But this kind of slow pep, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of the music that we hear right now got some tempo, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Tempo by one or they say 160 ain't fast enough no more. But yeah, man, I think and like you say, this is Matic on the production.
Yeah, definitely. And we had a combination with a fellow from Nevis named Gums Production as well. Yeah, he had a hand in it as well.
Okay, awesome.
This next track called Bounce and Bubble.
I'm here, boy.
I believe we got to take off the camera.
Boy, we gotta go outside.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this Bounce and Bubble was initiated by Gums Production, and Matic finished it for him.
So it's been some real collaboration between you guys and watch it. And that's a good thing, eh? Like finding these young.
I'm working with the youngsters right now. Them is the future.
Exactly.
Exactly. Just gotta sift them out and find them, cause the talent there, yeah, man.
The talent there. But guys, without further ado, Ketty Dan.
Bounce and Bubble.
Bounce and Bubble.
Pop in the bubble when we roll out. Sit down and
Hey. Where are not else, yeah?
I think I'll get up next time. I think I have one more song in me before
Bounce
I get up.
and bubble. Like, the thing about it, right? The thing about it for me is, with this track, it almost like a double entendre because everything that going on with the bubbles. And, yeah.
Catch it.
Yeah,
Catch it.
okay.
I see what going on here. Watch it. I know what going on, I tell you. But it's just amazing how we taking these things that really and truly people ain't really feeling these things, you know, and able to bring it into this thing where people could really appreciate it and have some fun with it, you know.
Yep.
I mean,
I think that speaks to the creativity.
Yeah, we have to, you know.
Speaks to the creativity.
Big vibes.
Yeah.
Bye, Ketty. And you want to tell me you
got
really
more to go, you know?
more to go still?
We got more to go.
Where you want to go next?
We're going Queen in the Street, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I sing for the and the first four. I mean, well, the first three.
Jade, behave, please.
Independence.
Jade, you want to tell us about this song before we play it?
Yeah, that's what I say. Independence, you know, the ladies, you know. You got some ladies, you know, really work hard and, you know, they.
Get you write a song for me.
They work hard.
Indeed.
A lot of people would take them for granted and try to style them and.
Get you write a song for me.
You know, I mean, just things we see going on around, you know. But, you know, we want to tell the ladies, fix that crown, my girl, you are a queen.
Boy, and on that note, wait no longer. Run it.
Cut it. As if cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Can't take them more in the studio, boy.
Oh my God.
Watch out.
That piece when they rhythm.
Watch out. When the rhythm drop in there, right? I sorry, you.
Yeah, man. Sugar Master.
We need that new word, boy.
Have to.
Yeah.
Have to. I need to hear that to some big speakers.
Definitely, that's the idea.
This Matic too?
Yeah, man. Everything is Matic. Atto.
Matic, big up yourself, bye.
Bye.
You see where I start now.
Right.
Me session like that.
I got you.
Yeah,
but
man.
boss, and to be honest, right, Jade, I'm just glad to know that a man like Ketty understands what's going on with the ladies. You know, got you? Understand? See, man, like, I get in the spirit about that, I tell you. Spirit about that.
I hear what everybody here telling me off here.
Yeah, I know. And
Big up the tasty girls one time.
Yeah, tasty. I mean, it's just confidence still, you know. You can't let people bring down your confidence and that kind of vibe, you know. Sometimes you get in a little confrontation. Sometimes you're working hard. Sometimes you don't even know what the people I'm talking about, but they're just talking bad about you and, you know what I mean, bringing you down. And
don't let nobody destroy your peace, you know.
Indeed, boy, indeed.
And you know, you'll take where she's in a flash, you know.
Yeah. Too easy. It's because you're such a nice person.
I'm telling you.
Just let sleeping dogs lie, you know.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I feel like we got one more for them, you know.
Yeah, this one is the power track for.
I was about to ask, you know.
50. Yeah, definitely. The name speaks for itself, you know. So just like that one, you don't know, becoming just like the music, sir.
Boy, we shall in it. Touchdown. Boy, we shall in it. Touchdown. Boy, we shall in it. Boy, we shall in the place when we touchdown. Lighting up the place when we touchdown. We shall in the place when we touchdown.
Yo. Hold on.
You know, we got Chinny.
Well,
live. No, I'm playing ain't nobody please. That's a joke.
But Ketty, why much of the people in Soccer Manak? I do want a Soccer Manak again after this year.
But big up Matic Hollywood, boy. Trust me.
Trust me.
Big up drum production to man.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, drums to the live drums on it.
Okay.
Lomax to the yeah. Tell you I remember them as a go, but you know. Lomax to the live bass.
Lomax to the bass. Okay, nice. Hey, Jade, run this one again, yeah.
Boy, we shall in it. Touchdown. Boy, we shall in it. Touchdown. Boy, we shall in it. Boy, we shall in the place when we touchdown. Lighting up the place when we touchdown. We shall in the place when we touchdown. Lighting up the place. Fire. Oh, higher blaze. To the kettle drum. Massy, me chipping down. Slowly up to our wicked song. Now did I get light up with this one? Swing the iron drum. Head lift off and fire burn. Torch in hand like a militant. So come on, I hear them burning. Turn up the fuel. This is our time. Turn up the fire. When we touch down, it's showtime. Body full of oil, we ready and we full of the sky. Coming to shine the place. Watch how we come in wildfire. Let me see the flame. 50 years of carnival, so we lighting up the stage. It's like a microchip fight inside big way. When I read them Lego, watch the people going inside. We shall in the place when we touch down. Lighting up the place when we touch down. We shall in the place when we touch down. Lighting up the place, fire. Oh, higher. We shall in the place when we touch down. Lighting up the place when we touch down. We shall in the place when we touch down. Lighting up the place, fire. Oh, higher. Boy, we shall in it. Touchdown. Boy, we shall in it. Blaze up the fire, blaze up the fire, blaze up the fire. Shed the gauge. This is the golden age.
Wow.
Them a pull out a lighter, yeah.
What do you mean? My fire got the blaze?
Okay, say no more.
Not in here.
The fire, Jade. It was a controlled
With the
fire.
smoke detector, boy.
No.
Oh, you see? For this kind of madness.
Hey, watch it. Let me tell you something, right? I believe that Soccer Manak this year.
I do, I know.
You're there already. So, yeah, them is the song them or just bring people to Soccer Manak.
Yeah, definitely. I want to tell everybody on that note, you know, if you haven't got your ticket, make sure you got your ticket, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll make it in on that because, you know, this weekend is eliminations.
Yeah.
But you don't know, get your tickets. You don't know. You're going to be madness.
Oh, boy.
We're bringing it.
Boy, the artists, them excited.
Yeah.
The people excited. I think it's gonna be a great show. I think it's gonna be a great show, especially the fact that we ain't had none last year. People come back with a vengeance, yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And the music out there. As a matter of fact, I don't know how they're gonna decide who in.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I listen to the tracks them. I have no idea who going in. I have no idea. The only one I know going to be the Lucas because he's the king.
Yes.
Everything else up for grabs. I'm telling you.
Yes, definitely.
I'm telling you up for grabs. But Ketty, man, with this music that you brought out, I know there are people listening who would want to be able to reach out, connect, see exactly what's going on with you, support you on your Soccer Manak journey, all of these things. How do people stay in touch with everything that's happening with Ketty Dan?
Well, definitely you could check on Facebook at Ketty Dan. That's the page. Instagram, Ketidan Official. The YouTube, Ketidan YouTube channel. The music is not uploaded on Apple as yet, but we have an Apple ID. You can also reach me at 764-9301 for bookings. Yeah. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys, basically Ketidan everywhere. Ketidan anywhere, easy man to find.
Yeah.
Keep up, go like, subscribe, share, and just support the things. Local music all the way. Fully support you and what you're doing, man. Ketty, but time is fast spent, but we really appreciate every time you come. Every time you come, we appreciate you coming and dropping us. And as somebody who look forward to the carnival music, but it's official when your songs them dropping.
Respect to that, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me as well, man. Jay, big up yourself all the time. You done as him,
Yes,
done the same way.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been a great day. It's hump day.
It is Wednesday.
So you know what I mean?
Soon reach to Friday.
Soon reach Friday.
Another week almost done.
Yeah, but guys, time is fast spent, and so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna be back tomorrow, same time, same place. If you watch us on Facebook, if you check us on YouTube, if you check us on WINNMedia.skn.com, if you listen to us on the radio, we appreciate it. This thing would be nothing without you guys. Trust me. So guys, remember, spend more time living your content than posting it, and you can't be